Wait, what? Shoot on the 20th. Okay, cool, I'm available. All right, sharp. Now, that's gonna lead into something which I'm gonna discuss after we get into the intro. Sit back and let's get into it. My channel. To those of you who are here for the very first time, welcome, and to those of you who are joining me yet again, welcome back. My name is Sarang Art. I'm a photographer and I am here to help you solve all the little photography problems you might be experiencing, because I've gone through them and I'm sure you go through them too. Today we're going to be talking about calendars, timing, clients. As you can tell in the intro, I'm sure some of you can relate to this. Some clients have a tendency of calling you on the spot, wanting to know if you're available on certain days. In that instance, I made an example of the 20th of October. I think I came up with a random number. But in situations like this, you speak to a client and they're like, are you available on that day? Either excitement or pressure or whatever, and you end up saying, yes, I am available. Then you get home and realize, if you haven't forgotten, that you've actually been booked for 2 other shoots on that day. Don't do that. I've done it a few times. Don't be like me. In this episode, in this video, I'm going to give you ways in which you can remember dates, or give you tips on how you can keep track of what you have on which days and how to communicate with your clients moving forward. First thing, when a client is with you on the phone, if you have something to write with, write it down. Look, I'm bad when it comes to writing things down, but I know for some of you, you have diaries, so it works out perfectly, because I know when you get home, you do like a whole check and you remember. Yeah, that's not me though. Second thing you could try is an app called Setmore. There are a few other apps, but an app I'm using is called Setmore, where a client books you, and once they've booked you, they book a date and they see whether you're available on that date, because it also shows them which time slots you're available, which dates you're available. And once they book, then you get a signal on your phone, a ping, and then you know that on this day someone's inquiring, and then it's up to you to follow up. And what's the beauty with Setmore is that it will remind you once the shoot has been confirmed. You get a reminder in the week on both sides for you and your client, which is so delicious. Actually, I just remembered that I might be forgetting a shoot because I didn't write it down. I did write it down, but anyway, I have moments like that. Third thing, how about use a calendar. I stick this above my machine so that every time I get a call, I make it my point that when I put the phone down, I write it on my calendar immediately so I can see if I'm booked or available on that day. It helps because I see it every single day. Or you could just be honest with your clients and ask them to remind you, because some clients are super chilled, but it doesn't have a professional thing with it. So for me personally, I rate you guys use a calendar because you see it all the time, or you use an app like Setmore, or for some, just write it down in your diary. When a client does call, ask them to send you a WhatsApp. I hate having to suggest the client send you a WhatsApp or an email, so you can keep track of when the shoot is, what time you're gonna be needed, and how many hours you're gonna be needed. Trust me, whether you're starting out as a photographer or whether you're in this photography thing as a professional, do yourself a favor and try one of these things to help. If you're starting out and you're feeling like, I'm not at that point yet, because you remember all your shoots, because obviously they're sparsely scattered, get into the habit of doing this so that when your shoots do pick up, you're prepared. Let's do a quick recap. For those of you who are used to the old school way of doing things and using diaries and writing things down, write it down. The second you speak to your client, say, okay, cool, grab a pen, write it down and be like, sure, I will let you know or you confirm. Second thing you could try is an app, mobile app. There's an app called Setmore, which I'm currently using, which helps, really, really cool. Or in fact, with Outlook, when you do book, you're able to put it on your calendar, which signals to you on your phone. Gmail has the same thing going. Yeah, this is a recap, but I'm just gonna bring in extra points because I'm cool like that. The third point, buy a calendar. A calendar really helps. and it helps when you've got it somewhere where you can see it. I put it above my machine, so when I get a call, then I jot it down immediately and I know when I'm available and I'm not available. And lastly, when a client calls you and expects you to let them know on the spot when you will be available, don't be like me. Ask them to call you back later, or ask them to send you an email. I hate to say this, or a WhatsApp. Just so you can keep track and remember that, hey, there's so and so I need to get back to on a date on such a day, and whatever I'm saying, but you guys get what I'm saying, because I'm saying what I'm saying. Anyway, I hope that you book lots of shoots moving forward and that you don't double book yourself, because that is a mess. Trust me, I know. I will share stories about this in future videos. That's all from me with this video for now, and I will check you out in the next video.